and like looking around at all my friends around me, that were watching me have my head pinned to the ground and just getting punched in the face. What is up? Welcome to episode 2 of My Daddy Wasn't There, where I share stories and experiences into my life that will hopefully help you guys in your life with similar experiences that you may go through. So thanks for tuning in. I'm just gonna jump right in. Today's episode is gonna be short and sweet. In case you didn't read the title up there, today's episode is called But Those Are My Friends. For those of y'all that don't know, I'm from Alabama, and I grew up in Alabama on the black side of town, but I went to school on the white side of town, right? Kindergarten through 5th grade, kindergarten through 8th grade, I went to school on the white side of town. When I was in 9th grade, I decided I wanted to transfer or release my transfer and go to school on the north side of town, the more black side of town, right? I wanted to go to Johnson High School. I wanted to experience black culture. I wanted to be where my sister was at. I'm filming this episode outside. It's hot. I'm actually gonna go ride the skate park in a minute. With that being said, my 9th grade year, I went to Johnson High School. Super thankful for my experience at Johnson High School. Because of some of those experiences, plus some experiences I had in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, my mom decided after my 9th grade year that she was taking me out of Huntsville City schools and I was gonna be homeschooled, right? So my 10th grade year, y'all, I was homeschooled. I pretty much skipped a year of school. I mean, don't get me wrong, I read some books, I went to some college classes with my mom, but homeschooled or skate park, right? It's also, my 10th grade year is also the year I started riding BMX, the year I started going to the skate park. I went to the skate park every day, bro. After my 10th grade year, I decided I want to go to Huntsville High. So Huntsville High would be back on the south side of town, the white side of town, right? The more Caucasian populated side of town. I would be back in the community with all my friends. Like I had black friends and white friends and Hispanic friends, all different races of friends that went to school on the white side of town, but we were a different breed of people. We got a different education. We were in different environment. We had different home life, family life, friend life. We had way different type of lifestyle than in the majority black and African American communities. My mom allowed me to enroll into Huntsville High. I went to Huntsville High thinking, finally, I'm gonna be back with all my friends. These are my friends, y'all. Like all my friends from middle school, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, some of my friends from elementary school. I'm gonna be back with my friends, right? And these are my friends. First and foremost, you gotta be careful how you use that term friends. Oh my gosh. I feel like in today's society, we throw that term friend around so much, you know, with social media and Instagram and Facebook and friends and friendship and friend me and accepting friend requests and all those things. But let me challenge you to be very careful of how you use the term friend and to set a standard in your life where people have to earn to be called a friend to you. And not only a friend, like a positive friend. We can have negative or positive friends. Like a positive friend, somebody who listens to you without judgment, somebody who loves on you, somebody who accepts you for who you are, right? Somebody who's there for you, not just when it's pretty and sunshine and butterflies, but there for you through thick and thin. Somebody who cares. People that actually encourage you and lift you up and want you to be a better version of yourself. Those are friends. So for me, starting back at Huntsville High, you know, I was hanging out with my old friends and we were all friends and friends. But in the reality of it, it had been not only like 1 year because of my homeschool year away from my friends, it had been 2 years because my 9th grade year at Johnson High, right? So it had been 2 years since I had really been around, been having friendship and consistent, like hanging around these friends of mine. And y'all, time tells all like nothing else. If nothing changes people, time will change people. One experience that's on my heart to talk about more than any other experience from this season at Huntsville High was when I was hanging out with a bunch of my old friends, right? And at this point, some of them were kind of involved in like gangs and violence, and some of them were just kind of different, weren't the same innocent young friends they were when we were in middle school, right? Had some different stuff going on, and I kind of got mixed up in some of those things. So one night we were at a football game, and me and this dude James, we were beefing. We had some beef for some odd reason or another. I don't even remember to this day. So that obviously shows how insignificant that beef was. I remember us all like saying, okay, we're gonna go fight, just one-on-one. You and James are gonna fight. And so me and James, my friends and I, and then James and some of his friends, we like walked down the street from the football game, walked away from the stadium, walked back behind some like business that was shut down for the day. Me and James, we began to fight, right? We're scrapping. So I remember like James swung at me. I ducked, grabbed James and like body slammed him, right? And then, I just got up off of him, and then, James came back at me. We were, swinging, tussling, ducking and dodging. And then I remember he swung at me another time, and I grabbed him and to body slam him again. And then this time he grabbed me, put me in the headlock. So when I body slammed him, he took me down also, and I landed straight on my cranium, straight on my head. Like the craziest shock went through my head, like nothing I've ever experienced before in my life. And I remember like being on the ground and James like grabbing my hair, because I had little baby dreadlocks at the time, grabbed my hair, hold my face down, and just beat me up, like face to the ground, couldn't move, grabbed my hair, just beating me up. Like, man, I was taking punches to the face. I remember my face being in pain for like weeks after that, right? It's like that, I felt like I was in that space of just getting hammered for like forever, it seemed like. I remember after that, like it was like James won the fight, or the fight was broken up, or he got off of me and started walking away, or whatever it was. But I remember just being there and like looking around at all my friends around me, that would watch me have my head pinned to the ground and just getting punched in the face. Like just getting punched in the face. To this day, that is a memory in my brain. At the moment, I definitely tried to be all like, oh, okay, it was a one-on-one fight. I get it. Yeah, don't jump in. Like, yeah, definitely don't start jumping in and like beating everybody fight each other. But I don't know. Maybe I expected something different. Maybe I have a different understanding of what friends are. But me personally, if that was happening to one of my friends, I would not stand there and watch. That's for sure. Just saying. All right, so here it is, like, almost 10 years later, that's an experience I have in my mind where I'm like, damn, I wanted to go to Huntsville High because I wanted to be around my friends, and I couldn't wait to hang out with my friends, and my friends, and I followed my friends, and I ran out with my friends, and I did stuff with my friends, and we hung out, and I got into trouble and stupid, ignorant stuff because of my friends. And then when I was in the middle of this fight, getting my butt beat, my friends stood there and watched. That for me was such a defining point of that term friend in my life. Just here recently, I remember one of my young friends, he's here in Texas, I was talking to, he's like 16 years old. He was telling me that he got in trouble recently. And I was like, okay, well, why'd you get in trouble? What happened? What'd you do? And he's like, well, I was hanging out with one of my friends, and he decided to go and start to pull on car doors in our neighborhood to see if he could find an unlocked car door. We pulled on unlocked car doors, he was stealing stuff, and then he pulled on one door, there was a gun in the glove department, and he stole it. The police came, we both got in trouble, all these things. You just told me you were hanging out with a friend? Friends don't pull other friends into trouble. There's a difference in negative friends and positive friends. And if you're hanging around people who are negative friends in your life, you need to stop hanging around them. There are too many people in the world that are uplifting, that are encouraging, that are motivating, that are driven, that love you for who you are, that want to see you succeed, that have the same mindset to succeed and do amazing things and change the world and impact those around them. There are so many amazing people around that would love to be your friend for who you are, that will accept you and be a positive light in your life, that will carry you, that will be there for you, that will jump in if you're getting beat up, that will tell you to stay the hell away from people trying to break into cars. There are too many good people to be hanging around with a bunch of jokers. I'm gonna end this video real plain, real simple. One of my favorite quotes that I heard first by the great Jim Rohn, he's a motivational speaker from like 100 years ago, not that many, but one of my favorite quotes from Jim Rohn says, if you hang around 9 dummies, you are bound to be the 10th. But if you hang around 9 successful people, you are also bound to be the 10th. So if you remember nothing else today, pick and choose your friends wisely, make people earn that label in your life, and remember, every single day to be around people that are happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, confident, and successful, and that are trying to spread more love to the world. Thanks for tuning in to this episode. Pick and choose your friends wisely. Stay tuned for more episodes coming soon.